Hey there. Are you worried about the future, concerned about the uncertainty of what lies ahead? Well, look, nobody knows the future, ever. But these are particularly uncertain times. And in this video, I want to talk about how we find the peace within ourselves, how you can find the peace within yourself in uncertain times like these. And by the end of this video, you'll know how you can function and be calm and confident amid the uncertainty. And hang around to the end, because I've got an offer of a free tutorial that I think will be of massive value to you. Now, my name's Steve, and I coach professional people like you to combine personal excellence with unshakable emotional wellness. So for the best ideas and practices in that theme, then please subscribe to the channel and click the bell so that you'll know when new content arrives. Now, what I'm going to share in this video is stuff that helped me access a way of being where I can acknowledge my fears and not be owned by them. So I could be aware of the insecurity of life, but still function and be at peace anyway. Because this isn't about burying your head in the sand and pretending that your fears and insecurities don't exist. This is about finding a way of coexisting with them and being functional and peaceful anyway. Now, I also do this work today with my clients in one-to-one coaching and also in my group programs like Success with Wellness. So as well as experiencing this, I see it in other people too. Now, the first idea that I want to convey is to stop looking for security in the external world, because it's not really there, not in an absolute sense anyway, not absolute security. What? I thought you were going to say something useful. I know what you're thinking. Don't worry, I am, but really there is no way to be absolutely safe from everything that could go wrong in the world. The best we can do is take mitigating actions and build buffers. But there's really nothing we can do to be absolutely safe. So if we're going to learn to be at peace, we must do it accepting that we don't know what the future holds and relaxing into the not knowing. And that points at spiritual work more than it points at building fortresses in the world. Now, point two is it's not really the world that we're afraid of, but the thinking we have about the world. This is the game changer to really see this. And this can't just be conceptual, you have to experience this. In order to be afraid of the future, we have to go into our heads and create an imagination of that future. And that's what we'll get scared of or confident about. Now, let me put it this way. Imagine, just for sake of argument, that you were the kind of person who was afraid of spiders. Now, I want to go through 4 scenarios with you. One is, there is a spider in the room and you know it. Do you get scared? Yes, you do. Scenario number 2 is, there is a spider in the room, but you've got no idea it's there. Do you get scared? No, you don't. The third scenario is, there isn't a spider in the room and you know there isn't a spider in the room. Do you get scared? No, you don't. But the fourth scenario is, there isn't actually a spider in the room, but you think there is. Do you get scared? Yes, you do. Now, when you look at that, what that points at is that the common factor in getting scared isn't actually whether there's a spider in the room, it's whether you think there is. By the way, I'd love to know how you deal with uncertainty. If you're okay with sharing, please leave a comment. I'll read every comment that's left and I'll reply to as many as I can. Now, point 3 is to get present in the here and now. Now, when we experience fear, we are responding to fearful thinking that we're creating about the future. And the obvious conclusion to that is to think different thoughts or to try and control our thoughts, to imagine futures where we are coping rather than futures where we aren't. Well, that's true, it would be better, but there's something even better than that. And that is, instead of trying to control our thoughts or change what we're thinking, is simply to see that they are just thoughts, to see that they're not what's really happening in this moment, and to get present in the here and now. One of the most grounding things I ever learned was that this moment is the only moment we have any guarantee of, the only one. So the only decision really is, how do I make the best use of this moment? Learn to see your thoughts as just thoughts. Learn to get present in this moment and that will help you relax into not knowing and being functional in the present. Now, point number 4 is to act from love. Whoa, that's a bit touchy-feely, right? But seriously, one of the most grounding things I know is to act from love rather than fear. Everything that we do that's positive is an act of love for someone or something in some way, even if it's 2 or 3 links of causality down the line. If I do a job for money, for example, ultimately that's out of love for the people that I provide for. If I serve a customer, that's out of wanting well for them. So make the connection in the things that you choose to do, make the connection between that and the way that it's expressing love to someone or something. Now, tip number 5 is to look into what you fear. Now, what we're really afraid of isn't that things will go wrong, it's that we won't cope if they do. And again, in order to have that fear, we have to go into our heads, we have to create an imaginary future where we're not coping and get afraid of that. So it is actually useful to look into the scenarios that we fear, to actually ask ourselves, what might happen that I'm afraid of? And look into that and look into what choices you would have if that thing actually happened. This is like shining a torch into the darkness. So you might think, well, one of the things I'm afraid of is that I might run out of money. So ask yourself the question, well, let's look into the future. Let's say you are running short of money. What would you actually do if that happened? You will find a way forward. You will find options. Using the GROW model, which is the goal, reality of present state, options and ways forward, which again is in a video I'll link up here, is a great way of coming up with options and ways forward for possible future scenarios. And as I said, this is illuminating. This does shine a torch into the darkness, and it can take the fear out of the things that we're afraid of. Now, if you'd like to explore how we could create results together, then please, let's talk. I'd love to hear from you. You'll find my contact details in the pinned comment below this video. And please, like this video if you did like it. It helps other people see it. Please share it if you think other people will be served by it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, I mentioned the offer of a free tutorial that I think will be of massive value to you. If you go down to the pinned comment below this video, you will find a link at which you can access my free tutorial for mastering your composure in conflict, pressure, and stress in the moment. Please help yourself. It's absolutely free. And other than that, I'll see you next week.